Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. So in this video, what we're going to look at is actually for the first video for this semester. So for chapter 1, there's actually 3 subtopics. This video, we're going to look at 1.1 atoms and molecules. And in 1.1, we have these 4 linear outcomes. But in this video, what we're going to look at is actually E, right? Isotope notation. Okay, so here is a bit of introduction before we're going to look at what is how to write down the isotope notation. So first, let's look here. Ini adalah revision sahaja. Atom is the smallest unit of an element and is made up of 3 subatomic particles, which is proton, neutron, and electron. Okay, so here on our right hand side ni, it's actually the symbol, the mass, the charge, and the relative charge. But then for the mass and charge column ni, we're not going to use in chemistry. Tapi yang ini pentinglah untuk kamu tahu for the relative charge. So the electron, it means the charge is negative, and the proton, it's positive. While neutron is neutral, so that's why kita buat sini 0. Okay, so that's the introduction. Next is what is actually isotope. So isotope is actually atoms of the same element with the same number of proton but different number of neutron. Okay, so contohnya kalau isotope usually that we're used to, kalau elemen selalunya carbon kan. So kalau the most famous one in abundance is 12 carbon. Sebenarnya ada je 13 carbon, ada 14 carbon. Okay, so sebenarnya dekat sini, as we can see, it has different number, a nuclear number ataupun the different number of neutron. So bunyi ayam tu ignore je, memang tak kisah pukul berapa miss record, it's always there, be it 10 PM, be it 4 PM ke 3 AM, sama saja. So biarkan, that is our friend. Okay. And then kat sini, it have the same chemical properties but different physical properties. So that's the difference lah. It's just an introduction. So sekarang ni, let's look here. What is the isotope notation? Isotope notation is actually the representation of an atom. Okay, so contohnya kita tengok dekat sini, for the isotope notation, we must have our atomic symbol. So for example, carbon, atomic symbol kita C, nitrogen N, apa lagi? Oxygen O. So natrium ataupun sodium, dia adalah Na. So that is actually example of our atomic symbol. Okay, besides that, for the isotope notation, we must have our proton number. Okay, and then that is actually on our bottom left. Tapi for our upper left is nuclear number. Okay, proton number ni is actually total number of proton lah, and also known as atomic number. So contohnya kalau dalam list of constant kita, proton number ni. So proton number is very important. It is used contohnya if you want to know the position of the element in the periodic table lah. So kita gunakan based on our proton number. Okay, and then nuclear number. So nuclear number ni is actually when we add up proton dengan neutron. Okay, and then it's also known as the mass number. So dalam list of constant kita, ni relative atomic mass, ataupun atomic mass ni is actually when we add up our neutron plus proton. Okay, and sebab also known as mass number. So how about electron? So yang ni kita tahu proton dengan neutron. So kalau electron tu dia ada different cases dia. So itu yang kita akan tengok. So kita tengok pada example here. Kita kat sini, find the number of neutron, proton, and electrons. Okay, so dekat sini, this is actually our atomic symbol. This is our proton number. So kat sini, I'm just going to write down. This is our proton number. Yang atas nuclear number ni is actually our, neutron plus proton. Okay, so that is the isotope notation lah. So how to know the number of proton? Kita ambil sahaja from here. So here is a 83. So next is the number of neutron. So neutron ni, we can't take 209 straight away. So 209 ni is nuclear number where we add up neutron dengan proton. So how to find out our neutron? It's actually 209. Yang apa ni, kita akan tolak we're going to minus with the bottom one lah. 209 minus 83. So the answer is actually 126. Okay. So sekarang ni, how about electron? Tadi kita kata electron ni kita tengok different cases dia. So the first one is the neutral case. So for the neutral atom, okay, saya nak tahu the neutral. So kita tengok there's no charge to attach to our atomic symbol. So for the neutral case, the number of electron is equal to number of proton. So kat sini, number of electron kita samalah dengan proton kita, which is 83. So that is for OPI. So now we're going to look at for the second case. Bila dia adalah, it's a positive atom. Okay, So kalau it's different charge ni, sebenarnya the difference is actually the number of electron. Maksud dia nak kira dia tu yang lain dia adalah electron itself. Okay, why? Sebab number of proton kita ambil pada bawah ni sahaja, from the bottom left. So here proton kita is actually 80. Okay, neutron. So how to find our neutron? Yang atas ni, the upper one must minus the bottom one. Sebab this is actually bila kita dah add up our neutron plus proton. Okay, so neutron kita ni 202 minus 80. So we got 1, 2, 2. Okay, so sekarang ni yang lain sikit. So since this is a positive charge case, so the number of electron is not equal to the number of proton. So bila the positive charge ni, what does it mean is that the number of proton tu is more than the number of electron. So sebab tu lah ada positive charge. So kalau contohnya kalau electron is more than proton, yang tu kena negative charge sebab electron is a negative charge species. So dalam kes ni proton yang lebih sebab proton is a positive charge species. Dan kat sini pun dekat atomic symbol ni dia ada positively charged. So how we going to find out the number of electron? So kita tahu proton is more than electron. But how to calculate it? So inilah simpelnya. Untuk elektron yang positive atom, kita akan proton number minus the number of charge. So kita tahu electron tu is lesser than the proton. The electron is actually lesser than proton number kan? So sebab dia lebih kurang, dia is less than our proton. So that's why nak cari electron tu proton minus our positively charged ni. So we got here 70. So that is for the example for positive atom. And last case kita akan tengok kalau the negative atom pula. So kalau negative atom, so what does it mean is that electron tu is more than proton. So kat sini nanti lain lah pula calculation dia. It's not minus anymore. Okay, tapi sama juga kita nak kira proton kita. Proton based on our isotope notation, here we have 83. Okay, neutron kita adalah nucleon number minus kita punya proton number. So here is actually 209 minus 83 berapa? 126. Okay. Tapi sekarang ni elektron dia lain pula. So kita tahu sekarang ni elektron, Apple battery pula low. Electron is more than our proton. So bila electron is more than our proton, so kita tahu sekarang ni we have to add up lah. From 83 ni kita kena add up dengan the number of charge. So here is our 86. So that is the cases for isotope notation. Kita tengoklah 3 jenis when it's neutral, positive dengan negative atom. Okay, so now sebelum bateri dah habis, kita tengok pula pada example 1. Ni example 1 kita buat sama-sama. Example 2 and 3, I will give you Google Form so you can answer it lah. Okay, so isotope notation, how to write it down? Dia adalah A. Okay, contohnya this is actually our atomic symbol. Kat bawah ni, the bottom left is our proton number. Here is proton plus neutron. So here adalah, here is actually our charge kalau electron is different than proton. So kita tengok dekat sini for species A. So kita how to write it down kat sini dia adalah A. Lepas tu kita tengok proton number dia is 2. And then apa lagi? Ini adalah proton plus neutron. Proton plus neutron it's actually equal to 4. And then kita tengok what is the difference. So proton dengan elektron dia sama sahaja. So sama, so dia tak ada charge lah. Neutral. Example B ni pun sama sahaja case dia. Kita tengok example C. So example C. So kita tengok dia adalah simbol dia C. The number of proton dia 1. The number of neutron dia 2. So we're gonna add up. So sini 3. Okay. But right now kita tengok bila kita tengok dia punya proton is more than our electron. So when proton is more than our electron, kita akan ada positive charge. When electron is more than proton, kita akan ada negative charge. Okay, so sekarang ni kita tengok pula. So sekarang ni the difference is actually proton ni is more than our electron. More dia tu more by berapa? Is more by 1 sahaja. So kita akan letak it's a positive sign. Tak perlu buat nombor. Okay, kalau yang second one kita tengok. So yang ini simbol D ni. Okay, proton kita ada 7. So, the number of nucleon, kita addkan dua-dua ni. So, it's 14. Okay, tapi sekarang ni tengok. The number of proton dengan electron is different. Proton dengan neutron different. And the electron is more than our proton. So, dia punya charge is negative charge. Tapi the difference dia ada berapa? The difference is 3. So, how to write down? 3 minus. So, if you be unsure, boleh tengok balik. Okay, so example tu ni, I'm just going to give you Google form. So, nanti kamu jawab lah. The same goes for our example. Yang bawah ni, Miss explain sikit saja. Okay, so kat sini, sometimes an element is represented by using only the nucleon number. So, dekat sini, kita tengok sodium 23. So, sodium ni, dia simbol adalah Na. Okay, so if you be unsure, jangan risau. Kita tengok is a constant. Kat sini kan. Mana sodium? Bila nak cari macam ni lah. So sodium here. So simple dia kat sini ada, tolong kita dah ada Na. So if you be unsure ke apa, boleh tengok pada list of constant lah. Okay, so Na represented by 23. Sometimes the represented by using only the nucleon number. So nucleon number 23 dekat sini lah. So dekat sini pun sama juga, potassium 39. So dekat sini. So how we gonna find out our number of proton kalau tak bagi? Sebenarnya dia akan bagi, kamu carilah based on here, based on the list of constant. Ada dalam kamu punya Google Classroom. Okay, so dekat sini simbol proton, neutron, elektron. Mass number ni, yang ini je yang lain sikit. The mass number ni sama dengan kita punya nucleon number. So, ini pun sama juga. I'm going to give you Google form so you can answer it yourself. So, that's it for the first video, for the first lesson, for our first hour together. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.